Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to today's pick a card reading. I hope you've been really well. I decided to take the last week or so off because I felt like I really needed to do some self-care. I felt like I'd been neglecting myself a lot, so I took the week off to focus on myself and also on my deadlines and my exams. Some of you may know I am a master's student by day. I study neuroscience, and I am a tarot reader by night. Well, not exactly, it's the middle of the day right now, but you get what I mean. But yeah, I just had a lot going on, so I decided to kind of detox and recharge and then come back. And yeah, here I am. So today's reading is going to be focusing on how your person thinks you perceive them, how your person thinks you feel about them, how you see them, what you think about them, all of these things, whatever comes through. This may not be your actual opinion of them. This is just how they subjectively perceive you to be feeling or thinking about them. So keep that in mind, and also please keep in mind to only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a general reading, so not every message will be meant for every single one of you. It's very, very important that you trust your own inner guidance and judgment over mine or anyone else's. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description box below. And with that said, I'll leave you to focus on which deck calls to you the most, and I'll see you in a little bit. Hello, my beautiful pile number ones, and welcome to your reading. We're going to start with these oracle cards, and then we'll move on to tarot, some more oracle cards, as well as messages from your person in a little bit. But to start off your reading, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Five of Pentacles, which is also the Hierophant in this deck, I believe, and we also have Child Wounded. And the first thing I'm getting is I feel that this person thinks that maybe you see them as almost not up to your level. Maybe you perceive them as someone who's not an energetic match to you, or who is not as successful as you are. And I feel like this is caused by... I feel like this person perceives themselves to be this way, to be kind of inferior to you, maybe not as successful as you, not as healed as you, not as developed as you, not as intelligent as you. It feels like this person perceives themselves to be inferior to you in some way or some ways, and that this kind of reflects onto how they think you perceive them as well. So however this person perceives themselves, it's almost like they assume you must feel this way about them as well. It almost feels like this person's head is so chaotic, and maybe their wounds are so out in the open and so relevant at this point in their life that they feel like this view that they have of themselves is objective. This could be someone who was very triggered either by this connection or by other things from their past, other relationships, other connections. It feels like this person feels a sense of comfort when it comes to you. And I feel like they perceive you to be wanting to give them affection and love and healing as well. It almost feels like this person looks up to you in kind of a mentor way, and that they perceive you to feel like a mentor to them as well. This person maybe has learned a lot from you, and maybe you kind of enjoy being a guiding light to this person, because I feel like essentially that's what you are. You could be very giving in general, you could have a really big heart, you could be very nurturing. I'm getting empath energy for some of you. You don't have to be, but that's what I'm getting. It just feels like maybe you've given this person a lot, or you want to, but it also feels like this person maybe is not very receptive to receiving help from you or from anyone else. It almost feels like they kind of want to do this on their own, and they shut themselves out from this place of home, of comfort. This person could have walked away from this connection, or could have started some sort of conflict that could have led to a breakdown of things, because it feels like this person feels like they're out in the cold, essentially, I feel. But with you, they feel such a sense of warmth and comfort and familiarity that they feel that you feel this way about them as well. Because it's just like whatever this person perceives about themselves, again, I feel like they think you do as well. And because they feel such comfort with you, they assume you must feel this way about them as well, is what I'm getting. But it's almost in like a bittersweet kind of way. Maybe in the past, this could have been a codependent connection. This could still be a codependent connection. This person could have had some codependency issues that maybe they weren't coming to terms with. Maybe they weren't really accepting. I feel like this person could have blamed you for a lot of things, but at the same time, they feel like you know that essentially these things are not your fault. It feels like this person feels that you see through them and through their actions because they perceive you to be so wise and so kind of advanced compared to them. So it feels like you know and you see. And I feel like that is another thing that gives this person this sense of comfort when it comes to your connection, because they know that even if they're not very good at expressing themselves, that you will still understand. I feel like how they think you perceive them is pretty much based on their own perspective of their own self, as well as these assumptions about you kind of seeing through them, understanding them very clearly, no matter what they do or say, which doesn't have to be the truth at all. You could be very intuitive as well. I feel like you just understand emotions really well, and people as well, most likely. It just feels like this person could be in a process of healing inner child wounds, growing from these, leaving the past behind, moving forward. I feel like this person is devoted to you in one way or another, whether this is obvious or not. But it almost feels like they perceive you to be not devoted to them in the same way. So if this is a separation, they could perceive you to have moved on for some of you. This doesn't have to be the case, but I feel like this person just values you so much that it would be insane for them to assume that you haven't moved on and that you're not doing okay. This person, like, it just feels like this person has such a high opinion of you, but it's almost in like a selfish way, as if they feel that maybe they've been triggered a lot in this connection, but maybe you have been as well, but it almost feels like they don't see that or they don't understand that. How this is kind of a mutual thing. If there has been a lot of triggering and healing going on in this connection, especially, it feels like this person almost has a kind of self-centered view of themselves because they feel like you're so well off and that you're doing great, regardless of how you are actually doing. And this person feels like if they've hurt you in the past, I feel like they feel that you've most likely forgiven them, for most of you, or at least kind of that you're in a space of acceptance when it comes to them, of the past as well. Because I really feel like for most of you, this person feels like maybe you've left the past behind or left them behind, and that you're now focused on other things, on your own self. But there is an energy of maybe the two of you not seeing eye to eye or having very different perspectives or stories as to what happened in this connection, because I do feel that for most of you, there is a past to this connection. It doesn't have to be very long, but it feels very intense. This is kind of a heavy energy. But this person still looks up to you. But okay, let's get you some tarot to clarify. For some of you, this person may feel that you perceive them as a little bit childish as well. Is another thing I'm getting. How does pile number one's person think pile number one sees them? How does pile number one's person think? Oh, thank you. We have the High Priestess. Again, this to me speaks about your wisdom, maybe your intuition, if you're intuitive as well. It feels like this person feels that you know things about them, or you understand their behavior, even if they are not telling you their reasoning. How does pile number one's person think? Pile number one. Sees them. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I just got this deck, so I have to look at what the cards are. I don't know them by heart yet. I feel like this person has a hard time expressing themselves, and I've been seeing the Page of Cups a lot. I saw it like 3 times while shuffling already. So again, maybe you're very emotionally mature and maybe this person isn't. Or maybe they perceive it to be this way. Or maybe they think you think they're emotionally mature and like they need to be on your level. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like this person could be really underestimating their own self, and they may kind of base their whole assumption about how you feel on this as well. We have the Fool in reverse, and we also have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Coward is what I'm hearing, if I'm being honest. But I feel like this is, again, based more on how this person perceives their own self, rather than things you may have told them or things you may have done. It feels like this person is in a very insecure place right now, for some reason. Can we clarify the High Priestess? We have the Sun. This is, I mean, the Sun is such kind of like a childish, naive, innocent type of energy, and the High Priestess has seen a lot. The High Priestess is wise, and I feel like this is essentially how this person may perceive the two of you to be. We have Pisces and Cancer here, as well as Leo energy and Aries energy. Your person could be a fire sign, you could be a water sign, or vice versa. It doesn't have to be, though. Essentially, what I'm getting is this person's perception of their own self is kind of crippling them and kind of keeping them stuck in place when maybe this isn't even the truth. We have the Six of Cups. This person may perceive this connection to be fated or destined, and they may feel that you feel the same about it too, is what I'm getting. And it almost feels like this person's kind of comfortable being in this energy, of healing, but very, very slowly, almost in a very stagnant way. It feels like their progress is pretty slow. They are making progress, I feel, but it doesn't feel as fast as yours, or at least they don't perceive it to be as fast or effective as yours. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. It almost feels like they don't need to say anything because you will see, and they may feel that you perceive them as someone who has quite a bit of work to do, quite a bit of self-development, quite a bit of healing to do as well. I had to stop filming for a little bit. I've been getting a lot of packages today, so maybe some of you are getting communication from this person. Literally everything I ordered in the past month arrived today somehow. So it could be that maybe you have ineffective communication with this person, or you don't talk to them at all for some time, but then suddenly you have one conversation and everything is very clear. But yeah, it doesn't have to be at all. I just thought it was weird that I got all of the packages back to back today. Can we clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse, please, universe? That's a bunch. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We also have the Three of Cups in reverse, as well as the Nine of Wands, which I'm not going to take, but I will consider them. And for your bottom deck energy, we have the Magician. So some of you could be manifesting this person or helping them along their healing journey without even really realizing. We have the Ace of Swords right behind the Magician. So it could be that you're kind of offering them guidance and clarity without even knowing, or some of you could be doing this knowingly, especially because we have the Six of Cups here. So I do feel that you most likely share a very deep bond with this person, with the High Priestess showing up as well. I'm getting a yin-yang type of energy as well here. We don't have the sun and the moon, but it almost feels like we do. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, there's so much restriction, so much holding back here. So it feels like this person feels like you know that they are kind of hiding on purpose. Or that they think you perceive them to be hiding on purpose because they're scared of this kind of transformation. Maybe they're scared of change or letting go of the past, or it just feels like this person is holding themselves back. And there could be other factors, of course, affecting this as well in their life, but it feels like they're not giving their own self the green light to heal and move forward. It almost feels like maybe for some of you, this person could be stuck in the past, maybe in the past of this connection, or what may have happened, or their own faults as well, kind of ruminating over them. Okay, let's look at this person's kind of hopes and dreams about this connection. I already got some oracle cards for that as well, because I got a bunch of new decks and I wanted to use them. So then we'll get messages from your person. So looking at their hopes and dreams for the future, we have clinging like fire, number 30. We have illumination, and we have nearing completion. So this person does essentially want to level up and get to your level, I feel, but for some reason it feels like this doesn't even feel realistic to them at this point, even though a part of them is daydreaming about this. It feels like they're in a self-sabotaging type of energy right now, and it's making them burn out kind of in the same spot without really going anywhere, when what they really want to do is start this little fire, this healing, and then break any patterns that are holding them back. I feel like this person has a lot of emotions for you, a lot of passion for you as well, and like they want that to be a part of their reality, but it just feels like they just don't see themselves as maybe being worth this, or maybe being worth you, or an energetic match for you, or maybe deserving you. This person, I feel, does want to heal, and I feel like maybe they want your healing as well, because we have fire above, water below, and I did get like a fire water energy before, so it could be that this person is in pain right now because of wounds and past memories, past experiences, and they kind of want you to heal them, but it's not your responsibility. Essentially, you can't do someone else's healing for them. They kind of have to come to terms with it on their own. You can of course support someone through their healing progress, their healing process, but yeah. And another thing is, I feel like this person does want forgiveness from you as well, even though they do perceive for most of you that you've maybe gotten over this or forgiven them already. It also feels like they need confirmation for it, that you have forgiven them, and that it's okay that they may have acted this way, as long as they kind of learn from it and grow from it. This person is very devoted to you, essentially, I feel. Whether they make this obvious or not, for most of you, I feel like maybe this person doesn't really make it obvious and they kind of just stay away from you. But yeah, that is what I'm getting. Let's get you some messages from this person. What would pile number one's person say to pile number one, please? You are my sunshine. And we have the sun here as well. I feel like you really help this person grow and give them a lot of motivation just by existing. We have, you're on my mind right now, you're on my mind all the time. We have, are you moving on from us? We have, I can't stop thinking about the past, nostalgia. You are the only one for me, no one else but you, devotion, and then kind of being a little bit stuck in the past, thinking you may have moved on as well. I'm sorry, I know I hurt you. So this person could have lashed out at you in the past or just blamed you. And I do feel they know, but they also trust that you have such a big heart that maybe you understand and you've forgiven them. We have, I'm terrified of losing you. And then we also have, do you think about me? And for your bottom deck energy, we have, how did we get here? I'm also going to get you some messages from the message bag. Oh, okay, it's quite a bit. I replay that day in my head over and over again. I did what I thought was best. I tried to do the right thing. Oh, wow. It almost feels like they all refer to the same thing. And like your person is trying to rationalize some choices they've made in the past. We have, I can't say goodbye to you again. I hurt myself when I hurt you. I'm trying to move on. I know I should have treated you better. Mirror to my soul. I feel like you've taught this person a lot about themselves as well. Codependency, yes. I was getting this. I don't remember if I mentioned it. I think about you every day, and that's kind of a double message, I guess. Not exactly, but kind of. I'm just gonna get you some more oracle cards to see if there's anything else that wants to come through about this connection, about this situation. Ooh. We have choices, we have surrender. One thing I'm getting is even if you feel that this is a fated connection, you don't have to feel bound to it. You still have the choice to walk away if that is what you prefer, or to pursue other people, other situation if that is what you want. You don't have to feel like the universe gave you this connection, this person to heal, or, you know, it's not your responsibility essentially, but it is your choice. Where you want to be in terms of this connection, where you want to be in terms of any connection. And we have unconditional love as well. I feel like you and this person share a very deep, we have cosmic connection 11. So this could be a twin flame connection if that resonates with you. Could be a soulmate, a soul bond. But I do feel that you and this person share a very deep bond, and it may be hard to, you know, not feel responsible for their healing maybe sometimes. But it's just, for me, a reminder to trust, have faith, and to have faith in this person as well. If on their healing journey, essentially. But just know that you have the choice to receive or reject these energies as you see fit. You don't have to do anything. You're not forced to do anything. You're not forced to stay in a stagnant energy if you've moved past some of the energies this person may be experiencing. But you can also choose to stay in it as well. Essentially, it's about having faith that things will work out for your highest good. As cheesy as that may sound, it's true. Now I'm going to get you some Moonology cards to kind of, I guess, get a conclusion. Anything that wants to come through. Or maybe I shouldn't get Moonology cards because nothing wants to come out. Hello? Anything? Thank you. We have believe in the impossible, the end of a rough cycle, a tough cycle approaches. I'm not surprised this card came out, to be honest. I feel like this could be a very deep spiritual connection, very intense connection. We also have balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. We have a look at the bigger picture and a time to give rather than take, which is interesting. What's that about? Oh, we have a time for healing. And then a new start is coming as well. Why are these cards upside down? I feel like essentially even if this connection has been stagnant for some time, you know what this feels like to me? It feels like this is from the perspective of the universe, in the sense that the universe is not taking from you. The universe is not giving you these difficulties just for the sake of giving them to you. But the universe is giving to you for you to recognize your own power. The universe is giving you these experiences, maybe these difficult emotional situations, not to discourage you, not to make you feel like you can't continue, but to make you recognize your own strength, to teach you, to help you grow, and to help you heal, essentially. That's what I'm getting from this card, because at first it didn't make sense, but then suddenly this just started ringing in my head. But of course, take these messages only if they resonate with you. Just ignore them if they don't. And don't worry about them. But this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile number ones. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, maybe there's a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another reading. But until then, bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number twos, and welcome to your reading. We're going to start with these oracle cards as usual, then we'll get some tarot, some more oracle cards, as well as messages from your person. To start off your reading, we have the Five of Wands, and we also have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Mediator card. And I feel like what I'm really drawn to is the shadow aspect of this card, which says negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. And the reason I'm so drawn to this is I feel like this person feels that maybe you're a little bit suspicious of them, or maybe you don't trust them fully for whatever reason. For some of you, I'm getting that maybe this person has a reputation, that maybe your friends have told you about, or maybe for some of you, you could work with this person or study with them, and maybe, you know, world traveled around and maybe you heard some stuff about them. And for others of you, I feel like this person could have hurt you personally, or they could have given you experiences that kind of led to you not trusting them very much. And I feel like they're very much aware of this, but at the same time, I feel like this person wants to change that opinion you may have of them. It feels like this person may try to convince you that maybe you're wrong about them. It feels like they may try to change your mind or prove to you that they are not who you actually think they are. And for some of you, I feel like this is true. I feel like this person could have been judged wrongly. But for others of you, I feel like maybe these kind of rumors, or maybe this intuition you may have about them may have a point. I feel like this person's energy isn't very stable, and I feel like they think you most likely perceive this as well, but it's almost as if this person is trying to convince their own self as well that maybe you perceive them in a very good light. Like, it almost feels like this person kind of has some beliefs that are not necessarily based on anything, even though they have this inner knowing that maybe you're suspicious, you don't trust them, or they may have done some suspicious things, or maybe they've been deceptive in the past, not necessarily towards you, but maybe towards people you know, or maybe, again, it's just an intuition. And I feel like although they have this inner knowing, on the surface, they may try to convince themselves that this isn't true. It's just them feeling insecure or suspicious, or it's just them ruminating or overthinking. I feel like this person may struggle with their own self-image, and they may try to portray themselves as maybe nicer than they are, or more truthful than they are. I'm not saying that this person necessarily has like bad motives for every single one of you, but there does seem to be an air of caution from your side when it comes to this person. If this doesn't sound like your person, don't worry about it at all. There could be a message for you in another pile or in another reading, but this is what I'm getting from this person, is that they are a little sus, if I'm being honest. I feel like maybe they haven't given away too much about themselves, and I feel like they know that there was a similar energy in pile number one, in the sense that I again felt like their person felt that pile one could see through them, but this is in a completely different way. I feel like this person kind of knows that you see through them, but they also don't kind of really accept it, and I feel like they may not necessarily like it. But in pile number one, I felt like this was a relief to pile number one's person. But I feel like for this person, they would rather just build their own self-image, their own image in your head, like, you know, rather than you kind of coming to conclusions on your own. It feels like maybe this person wants some more control. And I know this is just meant to be about how they think you perceive them, but I feel like this person is pretty much aware of their own behavior. It's just that I feel like they like to ignore it, or maybe they try to ignore their own behavior, or some impressions they may give off. I feel like they try to convince themselves that, and other people, that that's not true necessarily, and they're not defined by their actions or their words. This person could kind of have a lot of kind of shallow connections with people, but never really very deep ones. They could be afraid of exploring their own inner self as well. I'm just getting a big avoidance energy from this person, and I feel like they're worried that you see right through them, and that you may show them what you see as well. For some of you, you could have shown this to this person already. And if you have, I feel like they want to change your mind. If that's not the case, then I feel like they just kind of have this inkling that you see through them, and again, they want to change your mind. This person, I think, really values your opinion about them, not just yours, but I feel like overall this person really cares about what other people think of them, and their own self-worth could be kind of based on how other people perceive them. Doesn't have to be, because I feel like if maybe other people's perspective doesn't really fit theirs, they kind of may ignore it, even if this means ignoring their own faults or mistakes or things that they did wrong, or even if this means ignoring times where they may have hurt people, said hurtful things, maybe they may have hurt you, depending on the connection. Because I feel like some of you have a past with this person where others of you really don't, but you have opinions and intuition about this person that is kind of giving you warning signs. But again, if this doesn't sound like your person, don't worry about it. This doesn't have to be your reading. But okay, let's get you some... I'm going to put these here. I'm going to move those oracle cards for later over here. And we're going to get some tarot to see how this person thinks you see them. Oh, or not. Oh my god, I just literally cracked. Poor card. I'm so sorry. Oh well. Things happen. I actually don't mind my cards getting a little bit tattered and destroyed, because I feel like it's bound to happen. You know, kind of like humans, they have their wounds, they have their little scars, but they're still perfect, essentially. As cheesy as that may sound. It's true. So we have the Emperor. I think this is more how this person wants to be perceived, and speaks to this person wanting more control over your perspective as well, rather than maybe what you actually perceive. You may perceive them to be controlling though, and like kind of more dominant. We have the 9 of Wands. I feel like this person feels that you perceive them to be someone with a lot of wounds, like with a very complicated past, with a lot of burdens from their past. They could use their past as an excuse for some of their behaviors as well. We have the World card in reverse. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. This person feels that caution, that not wanting to be reckless with them type of energy. Can we clarify the Queen of Pentacles? We have the Magician. We have the Sun in reverse. We have the King of Wands in reverse. This person, I feel like, may have two sides to them. This kind of more charismatic, I'm in control of everything type of energy to them on the outside, but then on the inside, they have this wounded energy, this complicated, this avoidant, maybe pessimistic, a little bit insecure as well type of energy. But I feel like they're trying to protect themselves from this as well. And they're trying to hide this from you as well. But at the same time, they feel that you see through them, but then I feel like at the same time they're kind of hoping that they can change this or control this in one way or another. So I'm getting like two layers of how they think you feel about them, or how they think you see them, in the sense that one is what they want you to think, and the other is what you might be perceiving for real. The kind of more suspicious type of energy, that's not very stable about them. This person has like a flighty type of energy, so I feel like they know you may not necessarily trust them. They know that you may not necessarily want to depend on them. They know that you may not necessarily believe them when they say certain things. It feels like this person feels like they should be trying really hard for your approval, and for some of you, this person could literally be trying really hard to get your approval. I feel like this person, especially if you've had a past with them, I feel like they feel that maybe you're not over them, or this could also just be what they're hoping as well. I don't know why I was shuffling. I actually didn't want anything, but we have the Queen of Cups as well as the Nine of Cups in reverse. And what I'm really getting from this is I feel like you could have been very, very giving to this person in the past, but it almost feels like maybe you took that away now because of these suspicions that you may be feeling towards them. Or maybe you realize that this isn't what you want at all. And I feel like this person wants to show you that this could be what you want, regardless of whether it actually is or not. For some of you, you could have, I am getting a little bit of a toxic dynamic, if I'm being honest, from this person, kind of caused by this person within this connection. It almost feels like maybe this person feels that in some ways they hold you back. And I think you can see this person may have insecurities, a lack of self-love maybe at times, a lack of kindness towards their own self as well. Just because this person protects themselves and has this shield doesn't mean that they're nice to their own self. It just means that they're trying to protect themselves from the outside world, but then it feels like maybe they don't protect their own self from their own self. This person could be very judgmental towards their own self as well. And I know this is meant to be about how you perceive them, but I feel like this person is in such like this controlling type of energy towards your perspective of them that they almost alter that in their own head to make it seem like you see a completely different version of them than what they know you actually see, if that makes sense. It almost feels like this person likes to be in an energy of make-believe, in the sense that whatever they think is reality becomes their reality. I feel like this person finds you very, very attractive, though, I have to say. And I feel like they really want to pursue you, if they're not doing this already. For some of you, they could be. But I feel like for most of you in this pile that you may not be very into this person at this moment in time. Maybe too much has happened for some of you, or maybe you just think that it's not worth it. And I feel like this person may feel a little bit challenged by it. Or at least they may perceive that you are challenging them in one way or another. Okay, let's get you... Oh, yeah, I already got you some oracle cards to look at what this person wants to happen within this connection, what their hopes and dreams are for this connection. And then we'll get messages from them, as well as some advice and any other information that wants to come through. We have organized discipline. We have forgiveness. We have increase. This person wants to improve your opinion of them, essentially. I feel like that's their first goal within this connection. And with organized discipline, I mean, this is an energy of structure. This to me is an energy of the Emperor, even though it's earth and water. I feel like, I mean, you mix earth and water and you get mud, right? I feel like this person may be very confusing for some of you, or they could be trying to confuse you in one way or another, just so your perspective of them changes, or maybe you're not so sure of your intuitions anymore. They could be very hot and cold as well. And with forgiveness here, I feel like this person wants to earn your approval. Even if they haven't hurt you specifically, I feel like getting approval from you would kind of make up for everything that may have happened in this person's past in a way. I feel like they really care about your opinion about them. I'm just getting that they want to really improve how you see them. Whether they actually develop, whether they actually heal, whether they actually experience self-development, I feel like they care more about your opinion of them than actually becoming this kind of idealized version of themselves that they are trying to portray and show you. Now we're gonna get some messages from this person. I love you. You need more time. I can feel it. This person could be like a sweet talker, like they tell you what you want to hear maybe at times. And I don't think this is specific to you either. I feel like this is just how they build connections with people, by telling them what they may want to hear. We have, I watch your social media. I don't know how to express myself. I know I made a mistake. Forgive me. Forgiveness. You have the most beautiful mind, and maybe this is why They care about your opinion this much because they think you're incredible. I'm terrified of losing you. I am focused on my happiness and I feel stuck. Now we will get some messages from the bag. Okay. We have a checkmate. So this person could be playing mind games, or they may feel defeated by you in one way or another, or we have let me live my life. Maybe they feel a little bit judged by you as well. Maybe they feel that you judge them, or again, that your judgment of them is maybe accurate, but not ideal for them. I hope you're taking care of yourself. This is such an interesting energy. It feels very hot and cold and kind of unpredictable. You are my guiding light and you don't even know it. I was getting this from pile number 1, but not necessarily from this pile, but this could be the case. I mean, if this person really looks up to you, or wants your approval, it could be that they look up to you in this way as well. I wish there was another way. And we also have, did you block me? Let's get you some oracle cards. First we'll get some of these, and then we'll get some moonology for advice as well. Anything at all that wants to come through for my beautiful pile number, I can't speak. Anything that wants to come through for my beautiful pile number 2s. We have shine. Know your worth. Know you are incredible, beautiful, abundant. Know your power. Oh my God, okay. We have communication. That's too many. Can we take them? Okay, I won't. I guess I have no choice. We're taking all these cards. We have compassion, we have integrity, Mother Earth, and surrender. I feel like these messages are very you focused, to know your worth, to remember your worth, to stand in your truth, to kind of know what energies serve your highest good and set boundaries with energies that don't. That's essentially what I'm getting. And with Mother Earth here, you could be in a very abundant energy. You could be in a very successful type of energy. I am getting Queen of Pentacles energy from this card as well. I feel like you could be in a place where you're really building your future or following your dreams. And this is just a sign to keep doing that, to keep continuing on that path, and to have compassion for yourself as well, for times that maybe you didn't know better. You know, every experience is essentially a learning experience. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. And for your bottom deck energy, we have be fearless. I feel like that sums up that everything I said much better than everything I just said, essentially. Now I'm gonna get you some moonology cards. Anything for pile number 2. We have nothing is yet set in stone, my favorite card ever. We have conclusions are within reach. And we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. And for your bottom deck energy, we have the energy is gaining momentum. So you could be manifesting abundance for yourself. You could be manifesting love. You could be manifesting money, success. opportunities, and I feel like all of these are coming for you. It's just a reminder to stay in your power, to not be discouraged by any energies you may be picking up around you, any energies that you may still feel around you, and to remember that you are the navigator of your own life. And nobody can tell you what to do, and nobody can hold you back, essentially. And this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile number 2s. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, maybe there's a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another reading, but until then, bye! Hello, my beautiful pile number 3s, and welcome to your reading. We're going to start with these oracle cards as usual, then we'll get some tarot, some more oracle cards, as well as messages from your person. To start off your reading, we have the Ten of Swords, we have the King of Cups, and we have the Athlete card. And I feel like this person trusts that you know that they will do everything in their power to get to you, even if there are obstacles between the two of you, even if right now they can't get to you due to maybe physical factors, maybe due to some healing going on, maybe due to a separation that you may be going through. But regardless of what these factors or obstacles are, I feel like this person trusts that you perceive them as someone who is hardworking, who will work hard for you, who will be there for you, who wants to grow with you. I feel like this person feels that they've made it obvious, or that it's understood in one way or another, that they're not going to let anything or anyone get between the two of you, even if right now you're in no contact or something of that sort. For most of you, this could be a new person. This is a completely new energy for pile number 3. I'm actually very excited for this. I feel like this person could be very hardworking. They could be a bodybuilder, literally, or they could go to the gym a lot or really care about their physical health. They don't need to, though. It could just be that they are hardworking in their career or in terms of their academics, or whatever it is that they do, really. I feel like this person enjoys self-development maybe as well, kind of just improving their own self, their body, their health, their knowledge, their talents, their skills, their connections. I feel like this person could be someone who's interested in a lot of different things. I feel like they could be very successful as well, or someone who is going to be very successful eventually. And I feel like they know you see them and understand them. And I feel like they may have made their interest towards you very obvious. I feel like this person has some sort of devotion towards you, whether you are aware of this fully or not. This feels like someone who is not necessarily very straightforward in terms of communicating with words, but they could be communicating things through their actions. I feel like they're not someone who hides how they feel necessarily, but I feel like they may not feel the need to just point it out all the time. You know, it's just an energy of it's understood. It's already like, I don't need to say it, because like they know, it's obvious from what I do and how I act. And I feel like this person could be very giving, very caring. I'm getting a very emotionally mature energy from this person overall, with the Athlete and then the King of Cups. Also kind of like a traveler, adventurer type of energy. So that could be a thing. I feel like this person doesn't let obstacles discourage them. Even if they do, I feel like they kind of pick themselves up and continue going. I'm getting a very inspirational and creative energy from this person as well. I feel like they could be really intelligent, but also very creative, very good at maybe making art of some sort. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like this person has a lot of talents, and I feel like they may have shared all of this with you, and I feel like they know you kind of see them for who they are. It feels like this person has shown you kind of their vulnerable side, maybe talk to you about some difficulties in their past. They could have had some issues with their family, or just some, you know, painful connections or just some experiences that were not ideal, but they learned a lot from. I feel like this person is very supportive towards you and towards other people as well. It just feels like this person wants the best for everyone, you know? It's that type of energy, and I feel like they see you as a match to them as well. And I feel like they think you see that they're a match for you as well. It almost feels like the two of you really, really click. Even if you just met this person, I feel like the connection could have been instant with them, or the attraction at least, because I feel like on their side it was. And I feel like this person just knows that you click, and you know you click as well, essentially. It feels like very mutual. In that sense, I'm really getting an explorer type of energy from this person though. So there could be a physical distance for some of you, or just maybe this person travels a lot, or maybe they want to travel with you a lot, or maybe you've made plans to travel together in the future at some point. But it feels like essentially this person, it's definitely not possessive at all. But I feel like this person thinks you see them as like very compatible with you. You could be with this person, or you could be in contact with this person for some of you. For most of you, I feel like, I mean, I'm not really getting separation energy, but you could be. But for most of you, it just feels like maybe you're dating this person, or you're getting to know them, and it feels like, I'm hearing like there's a lot of fish in the sea, but you're the best one from this person. So I feel like maybe if you're dating around, they think / hope that they are the best catch. They're kind of cheeky, I have to say. I like them. It feels like they think you're the catch out of all the fish in the sea, and that, you know, they kind of hope / think that they're a catch too. You know, I feel like this is someone who's confident for the most part. Of course, they can have insecurities. They may have insecurities, but I feel like I'm getting Leo energy from this person. Leo with maybe like a water moon, or a water rising, or even Leo with a Leo rising. I don't know, but I am getting like, I'm getting air, water, fire for this person, but they could be an earth sign as well, not to discriminate. Just that those are the main energies I'm getting from this person, especially Leo. Maybe Pisces as well, somewhere. And maybe some Libra somewhere as well, but doesn't have to be. I feel like they could have their Venus in a water sign. But again, doesn't have to be. It's just, I don't know. It's what I'm getting. They're funky. I like that. But yes, let's see. How does pile number 3's person think pile number 3 sees them? We have the 7 of Wands in reverse, we have Death in reverse, and we have the 8 of Cups. This person is a fighter, and I feel like they may have maybe shared these experiences with you, or it's obvious in some way. I feel like this person is open. Like, I don't think they necessarily hide anything from you. I feel like they would just answer anything that you ask them. So I feel like they also feel that maybe you trust them on some level. We have Scorpio energy with the Death card as well. So that could be relevant. Does not have to be. We have the Emperor in reverse. This person isn't afraid to be vulnerable. They're just kind of doing their thing. And I feel like they think you see that they're authentic, that they're genuine with everything they tell you. And with their attraction and interest towards you as well. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. I feel like maybe not everybody gets this person. Even though I think they get a lot of people. Like they understand a lot of people, but maybe not everybody understands them. And maybe you are like this as well. I feel like this person has a really good understanding of people in general. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. This person doesn't let anything get in their way, and I feel like they kind of have pride in that, in their strength, in their endurance, not in like a cocky way at all. It's just confident and in a self-loving kind of way. I feel like this person is very accepting of their own self, and I feel like they want you to almost learn from them as well. If you have any insecurities, if you're dealing with anything, I feel like this person just wants to give you their support, and they think that you see this as well, that you know that they're there for you. If you need them, if you reach out to them, that they're open to talking to you about anything. I feel like this person wants to help you with something as well. For some of you, maybe if you're like, oh, we have the Ten of Cups. This person wants to help you improve your life as well. And I feel like they've made this obvious to you in some way. So it really feels like whatever they've told you, they feel that it's like understood without a doubt. And that there is this mutual understanding between the two of you where you see them as someone dependable, someone who'll be there for you, someone who understands, someone that makes you happy as well. I feel like you could have like a really good time together. I was just gonna say there's a playful energy, and we have the Page of Cups. I feel like this person isn't someone who's very controlling. I feel like they kind of go with the flow, and I feel like there is just this kind of calming energy around them maybe, or just like a more chill type of energy. And I feel like maybe this connection isn't very serious at this point, or maybe there are some obstacles to it becoming more serious for some of you. But I feel like this person thinks you have fun with them. I feel like you get their sense of humor, or at least this person thinks you get their sense of humor. It really feels like you have a connection on another level. Maybe you connect really well mentally as well as physically and emotionally. And maybe you have kind of overlapping interests as well. It just feels like, it does feel like for some of you there are maybe factors holding you apart, keeping you apart. But this person isn't discouraged by it at all, and they feel that you are not either. How does pile number 3's person think pile number 3 sees them? Yeah, we have the Five of Swords here as well. So it feels like maybe this person is in a transition type of situation. Maybe they're moving somewhere. Maybe they're changing jobs. Maybe they are changing what they're studying. It feels like, or maybe they got out of a relationship recently. It feels like this person kind of knows that maybe they can't be exactly what you need right now, or maybe they can't commit to you right now, not because they're into other people or anything. I feel like you are kind of a gem. You are the apple of this person's eye, low-key, but I feel like for some reason, maybe you can't really be together right now, or come together right now, or commit together right now. But this person really isn't discouraged, and they feel that you aren't either, that the connection the two of you share is good enough as it is. And that's not to say that they would never want to improve this connection or change things, or, you know, maybe commit in the future as well, when maybe all of these factors, all these obstacles are cleared and everything is aligned. But for the time being, it feels like this is more of a playful connection with not a lot of very serious commitment. But you could talk to this person a lot, or maybe when you see them for like a long time. Maybe you don't see them for a month, but then you spend like 48 hours together nonstop, or something of that sort. It doesn't have to be. But I feel like this person feels such a strong attraction towards you, such a special bond with you as well. It's like an energy of kindred spirits, or, you know, it's very soft, it's very wholesome. There's, I feel, a lot of potential in this connection as well, if you choose to pursue it, of course. But maybe it's just that the timing isn't right. Maybe you are healing, or maybe you're focused on your own abundance and they're focused on their own abundance right now. But this is such a beautiful energy. I'm really into this. Anything else that wants to come through? I mean, there is a lot of potential here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. But maybe now is not the best time. And I feel like maybe you spoke about this, or maybe this person just feels that you perceive this the same way. It feels like this person thinks you see eye to eye when it comes to this connection, and maybe a lot of other things as well. I feel like even if you have opposing views or different ideas, you end up talking it out and figuring it out and kind of just agreeing to disagree maybe, or it just feels like a very peaceful and very understanding type of connection. Is there anything that wants to come through for pile number 3? How does pile number 3's person think pile number 3 sees them? Oh, we have the Lovers, Gemini energy. We have Aries with the Emperor as well. I have no idea what the Tower is. I just realized. Is the Tower anything? I guess it's gotta be, because it's major arcana. And we have Pisces here as well. Some of you could have manifested this person, is what I'm getting. Some of you could have manifested this person after completing a very difficult healing cycle, because this energy here feels new, relatively new, for most of you, or almost untouched, unexplored to its full extent maybe. But with the Lovers here and the High Priestess, this person thinks that the two of you share a very special bond, and that you feel it too, that you see them as being compatible with you on like mind, body, soul type of way. I feel like you can be very open with this person and maybe fearless in who you are as well. Like you could tell them maybe your deepest, darkest secrets. This person feels that you feel very comfortable with them, and that you see them as someone who's trustworthy, who you can trust, who you are comfortable with. And I think they view you the exact same way. I feel like this person has such a high opinion of you, and they kind of almost wish that you saw yourself that way as well, for some of you. But only take that if it resonates. I feel like this person does definitely kind of want you in their future. They want to see you again, or want to pursue something with you. But for some of you, there are some obstacles. What are these obstacles? Maybe this person, again, like I'm getting traveler energy, or maybe you're in different cities, or maybe this happened online, like online dating, or maybe some of you are healing from other connections. Maybe this person is healing, but essentially there is a lot of potential here. We don't have anything else coming through, so I'm just gonna move on to your messages from this person. These are more kind of centered towards maybe heavier energies, the messages for the most part. We have, I don't know how you feel about me. So it could be, again, that this is a newer connection and maybe you haven't like said it out loud, even though this person does, I feel, have this inner knowing. They may not have heard you say it, you know? We have, I need to figure out who I really am. So maybe that's the obstacle. Maybe this person is in a very independent place and they don't want to rush into anything. We have, you are my sunshine, and we also have, I feel lonely without you. And this to me really speaks about how maybe you may be at a distance, and two, maybe nobody really gets this person to the level that you do, or maybe they're never as, I mean, I do feel that this person could generally be comfortable in who they are and around other people, but maybe when it comes to you, it's just this extra comfort. Pile number 3's person. How does pile number 3's person think? We have not the right time. And we also have, I was stupid. I'm realizing that now. So I feel like maybe for some of you, this person left this situation unfinished. Or maybe they made like a decision to, maybe they chose something else temporarily over this connection, and maybe that's what they're realizing. We also have come back home, as well as are you ready? And is it too late? So I feel like this person wants more from this connection, but maybe they're not sure when things will align or if things will align. With come back home, they could literally be somewhere else, or maybe you could literally be at a distance. But that's not going to be the case for everyone, of course. But it could also just mean coming home to yourself, as in like healing. You know, I just got the deck in half, and we have music as well. So they could be into music. They could play an instrument. You could play an instrument, or music could be significant, or any creative endeavor kind of could be significant. Anything else? All right. We have, I feel disappointed. I feel like maybe if there are factors holding you back or obstacles, this person wishes they weren't there. We have, I'm wearing a mask. This person may not, I feel like this more so relates to this kind of disappointed energy. I feel like this person, if they're away from you, I feel like maybe they're acting a little stronger than they actually feel, because I'm getting like a very emotional energy from this person as well, but I feel like not everybody gets to see that side of them. We have, I hope you're taking care of yourself. This person really like cares. Reality hasn't hit me yet. This person could be going through changes in their life. I'm running from this connection, maybe because they're not ready, or maybe because they have other things to do right now. And we have, I want to do the right thing. So this person, I feel like, just wants to be very clear about everything that's going on between the two of you and what the situation is. I feel like they would lay all of their cards out on the table. You know, it feels like they don't have anything to hide. Even though we have him wearing a mask, it just so feels like, it's more related to not necessarily just this connection, but like just with their vulnerable side. I feel like that's what that refers to. Maybe they don't like being very vulnerable with everyone, but it could mean other things depending on your personal situation. Of course, it'll be different for everyone, but this is what I'm getting overall. So let's get you some oracle cards. Any themes in this connection, any advice, anything that wants to come through. We have gratitude. This person is definitely very grateful to have met you, to have known you. We have patience, because I feel like now is not the time for this connection to fully bloom. Maybe for some of you, you could be further ahead on this journey with this person. We have communication as well. I feel like communication is very important to this person, especially open communication, and to know like what page you're on, what page they're on, and to see if you're on the same page, essentially. And if you're not, to discuss it, see what can be done. Oh, I forgot. I was going to show you this person's hopes and dreams for this connection. I cannot believe I forgot. I already got some oracle cards for you, so let's look at them. We have careful affection. We have focus, and we have holding together. This is beautiful. I mean, this person just wants to give you their emotions, their heart. They want to nurture you. They want to be there for you. They want to support you. But I feel like right now their focus may be something else or somewhere else. They could be focused on their career or their own self or their own healing, or this could be you, or maybe both of you are in this type of energy. But essentially, this person wants to support you and build something with you, essentially. I feel like this person does see a future with you, but at the same time, I feel like they're careful with it in the sense that they don't want to create any expectations or make any promises that they can't follow through with eventually. So I feel like although they go with the flow, they also make sure to not make any empty promises or, you know, just tell you things that they can't stand behind or anything of that sort. We have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. For some of you, this could be a friend that developed feelings for you or you developed feelings for. We have a fiery climax approaches. We have nothing will come of this situation and take time to breathe out. So this connection could be on pause right now with this energy. This is 8 of Cups energy for me. So I feel like someone could have had to walk away, but just forget about it if that doesn't apply to your situation. That doesn't mean someone's going to have to walk away or anything. This is a general reading, so it could be the case that some of you are at a distance. But essentially we have a win-win outcome is forecast full moon in Libra. So I feel like there is more to come in this connection, especially in terms of emotions. And I cut the deck in half and we have luck is on your side. But yeah, this is all I have for you. I feel like this was a little chaotic for some reason. I was really excited in this reading. So I hope that made sense. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, maybe there's a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another reading. But until then,